Hello students, this is Dr. Vibha Tiwari and I'll be taking your 6th paper entitled as 19th Century Literature. Students, first of all, I welcome you all to this group. This group has been formed to provide you people online study material related to your syllabus of English literature of MA Final. Students, we all know that we are suffering from a very rough phase of our lives owing to the outbreak of this pandemic COVID-19. So, with a view to keep you people updated regarding your syllabus and curriculum, this group has been formed. So, I, along with my colleagues, will be providing you study material, assignments, videos related to your subject which will help you to prepare for your final exams. So, at the very outset, let me discuss with you people the syllabus of my paper. Students, the whole paper is divided into 5 units, and if we start with the very first unit, let me clarify at the very outset, the writers which are having stars before their name, they are for detailed study. I hope you understand by the term detailed study. That means there will be explanations, short answer type questions, very short answer type questions, long questions from these writers, texts, whatever texts we have from them, they will be asked in detail from you people. So the first poet that we have in Unit 1 is Alfred Tennyson, better known as Alfred Lord Tennyson, and we have 2 poems by him in your syllabus. The one is Locksley Hall Revisited and the other one is The Lady of Shalott. The second poet in this unit is Robert Browning. I don't think this is unfamiliar to you. This poet is unfamiliar to you because those students who are coming from arts background, especially those who had English literature as an optional paper in their BA, BA classes, this poet was covered in BA third year syllabus, and the poem that we people had was My Last Duchess. So this year also there are 3 poems, or rather 3 dramatic monologues by this poet. One is The Grammarian's Funeral, the other one is Andrea del Sarto, and the next is The Last Ride Together. Then we have G.M. Hopkins. Gerard Manley Hopkins is the full name. He is the poet known for his religious inclinations. So we have 2 poems by him in our syllabus, The Wind Hoover and Carrion Comfort. The next one is a poetess, Emily Dickinson. There are 2 poems by her. One is Hope is the Thing with Feathers, and the other one is Because I Could Not Stop for Death. So this was all about Unit 1, and here it is noteworthy that all 4 of them are for detailed study. Then we come to Unit 2. In Unit 2, we have 2 great novelists. One is Charles Dickens and the other one is George Eliot. We have The Great Expectations, a very famous novel by Charles Dickens in your syllabus, and George Eliot's The Mill on the Floss is in your syllabus. Coming to Unit 3. Unit 3 is covering 2 very great works by 2 great novelists. One is Emily Bronte, who is also famous for giving push to feminism in that era. It is the work that we have in our syllabus is Wuthering Heights, and the other one is Thomas Hardy, The Return of the Native, the novel by him. It is very famous novel. It is in your syllabus. Now we come to Unit 4. In Unit 4 again we have 2 writers. One is R.L. Stevenson, and his work Treasure Island is in your syllabus. The next writer is Ibsen. Henrik Ibsen is the full name of this writer. Henrik Ibsen's Pillars of Society, it is actually a drama that is in your syllabus. Ibsen is also a great supporter of feminism, because this is the main, you can say, core thing that emerges out of his dramas. So we come towards the last unit of our syllabus. The last unit is unit 5, and we have again two writers here. So we'll be having two poetic works here. One is Walt Whitman's Beat, Beat Drums, and the other one is by Elizabeth Wetherell, who's also known as Susan Warner, and the work that we have in our syllabus is The Wide, Wide World. So students, this is, you can say, the syllabus that you people will be covering in this particular year regarding paper 6th. Now, as far as the evaluation scheme is concerned, it is not much different from what you had in your previous year, but as you people could not face the exams last year, so it is something new to you. Let me discuss that with you people. So there will be a terminal examination of 100 marks at the end of every session. We are quite familiar with that, I think. If the things get normalized, surely we'll be having the terminal exam at the end of the session this year. So this examination paper will consist of 3 sections. Now this is something very important. There will be section A, B and C. 3 sections will be there, and out of that, in section A, there will be 10 questions. These 10 questions will be compulsory. That means you are supposed to answer all of them. And the word limit for each of them is 50 words each. And the weightage is 2 marks each. So the paper will be set covering the whole syllabus, all the 5 units. The questions will be asked from each unit, and there will be probably 2 questions from each unit. Section B will be having 2 parts. In part 1, there will be 3 reference to the context questions from the star texts. I told you earlier that star texts are for detailed study. That means you'll be having reference to the context questions from them. And out of those, you have to attempt any 2, and the word limit will be 200 words. So each question will carry 8 marks. In part 2, there will be 4 questions, out of which you are supposed to answer any 3. The word limit is again the same, 200 words each, and the weightage for each question is 8 marks. So here also, that the questions will be formed from whole of the syllabus. That means whole of the syllabus will be covered here also. Now we come to the section C, that means the last section, or you can say the long answer type questions will be covered in this particular part. So it will be having 4 questions, and they are to be answered in 500 words each, out of which you will be supposed to attempt any 2, and the weightage for each question will be 20 marks. It is supposed that the examiner will set questions that almost all the syllabus is covered in this unit. That means out of all the 5 units, there will be 4 questions. Now one of the units will be left by him by choice. So it is the choice of the examiner, but you people won't be having any choice. You have to cover the whole syllabus. So that is all about the syllabus. Now in the next video, I'll be discussing with you people the basic features of this century. Although the title of the syllabus is 19th century literature, but to be more accurate, it is 19th century British literature. So I'll be discussing in detail the various features of this particular century. And it is my I won't say request, because being a teacher, it doesn't look nice if I'm going to request to you people. I'm not going to order you, but it is my wish that you people be in regular touch, or regular, you can say regularly, just have the updates of this particular group, because you'll be not only provided with the you can say curriculum, syllabus, that means the explanation part and the, you can say, questions, but also you'll be given assignments that will help you to prepare for your final exam. That's all for today.